Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. In the last episode, we talked to Lacey and Jasmine, who I believe are mostly just side characters, kind of there for flavor. I'm thinking. But in any event, I think it's time to talk to Bryce. Let's see, we have footage. Is there anything in the notes? Not really. Hello, Bryce.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Oh, that's not good. All right. How are you acting out of control?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Why would I go to a fairground? That's oddly specific. Why would I go to a fairground?
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
I think this was flashing. Maybe I should suggest things he might have done to gain his trust. I wonder if he's stolen anything or spied on anyone or helped anyone. I would help people.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Wait, what? What do you mean, another picture?
I took a picture after undressing her. I put her clothes back on before time resumed. To be honest, there wasn't much to take off and put on. Do you know what kind of girls walk around at midnight, Doctor?
What kind of girls walk around? I have no... Oh my god, why do I keep doing that?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Excuse me? No, there's nothing else to go along with that.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where
I have to keep
frozen?
answering that, I guess?
Go to a fairground?
Fairground. All right, and that didn't lead anywhere. Okay, so I would... What were the other things that it suggested? I think... I would steal things.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
What bigger things have you stolen?
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol. From petrol, well, all those supermarkets have all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that. I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can, to prove to myself either way, my extra hour is actually real.
It doesn't seem like there's any follow-up there. Spied on anyone or helped anyone? I would spy on people.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
What happened after you took off her clothes?
No, sorry.
What happened when you took off Jessica's clothes?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
So here's a tough thing, is you need these people to trust you. But you also are trying to treat them. I'm gonna say, yes, it was wrong. I mean, even he, in this case, seems to recognize that it was wrong. So I don't think it's gonna hurt us too much.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
Why is it Dr. Dekker's fault?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
How did Dr. Dekker change?
There's one too many questions here.
How did he change? I think it's like grabbing maybe I should just ask about Dr. Dekker in general. Let's start, how did he change?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
What advice did he give you?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
What did he make you think? Huh.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think
Maybe what did you make up?
And it would become real.
All right, that's what I asked, right? What did you make up?
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. So let's see. What do we still have? How are you acting out of control? What happened when you took off Jessica's clothes? And how did he change?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time.
Maybe
I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore.
Maybe ask about him being distracted.
Give you advice.
I already asked about what advice, so maybe, what did he seem or maybe what was he distracted by? We'll see. I think
Therapists are supposed to help you. For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
Nothing to follow up on there. What happened when you took off? When you took off of? I just realized that.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like.
Maybe ask about the pictures?
That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
What did you... Oh, God. It's probably not the best way. What did you do with the pictures?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it was photos. What did you do with the photos?
I can't delete them. I don't know why. I haven't shown them to anyone else. Do you want to see them, Doctor?
I feel like... No. Wait, there's no follow-up to that, though. Oh, there is. Okay. No, I don't want to see them. Although... I mean, they're not going to show them in-game, but I'm like, do I say yes? Because that would... I mean, that would kind of... I don't know about prove, but that would kind of help with this whole midnight hour thing. No.
No, of course you don't. It's just me. I'm the sick one.
I think that hurt. I think that was ineffective. What else do we have? Oh! Let's see. Stolen, spied, and helped. So we did all of those. Well... Maybe I'll ask about Valentine's Day and we'll circle back to this. Where were you on Valentine's Day?
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme, Love Conquers All. I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
That didn't help. The only thing I have to work with is other things I would do. Oh, wait. I would murder someone?
I don't think you would, Doctor. I don't think I would, either.
Yeah, he's on to me. Let's see, we said steal. Wish I could, like, sort that. How are you acting out of control is the only thing... Alright, what else is here? I should ask the patients where they were that day. And there wasn't any follow-up when I asked about that. Maybe just... What do you think of Dr. Dekker?
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker.
Oh!
I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Why do I think... Okay. Let's think about this. Why? Because he wasn't in the coffin.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
What do you think the decoy was?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Oh, so I have to answer that? Okay. I want to be... He was pro-cremation, so I'm gonna go with that. That's spelled right.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me.
I'm glad I could help. Glad I could make your life easier, buddy.
I don't really know about that.
Okay. What else do we have to work with here? He wasn't in the coffin.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
But we asked about the decoy. Maybe we'll go, who do you think murdered Dr. Dekker? Okay. Maybe, I think I have to go back to this, like, what would you do? We already covered stealing, killing, helping. I would catch up on work.
I have no idea what you want me to say.
Yeah, I don't either. I would... Let's see. So he said that, I mean, that's what he does now, is he catches up on work. I was robbing a bank probably. Let's try it. Rob a bank. Yeah, I would steal things. Okay. Maybe just ask, tell me about the art gallery.
Nope, I've got nothing.
How is work going?
Not something I know about.
Okay. Shoot, I don't think we've even, like, cleared... Yeah, there's still something that he needs to tell us that we don't have. Because he wasn't in the coffin.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
The coffin wasn't empty, question mark? Ah. I'm honestly a little stumped. What other things would you do if time was frozen? Okay. Besides steal, murder, just generally be destructive. I would be destructive.
I don't have anything to say to that.
And then help people. What other, like, good things could you do with an hour? I would catch up on work. I thought that would be a good one. Oh, I know, like the Simpsons. There's one where they get a stopwatch that like stops time for whoever's holding it, and they played a bunch of pranks. I would play pranks on people.
Moving things around and hiding things was amusing at first, when everyone was frozen.
We got something.
Some people would faint when things appeared from midair. Others would cry. Others just thought that it was there all the time and that their mind was playing tricks on them. It got boring fast, though.
Oh. It didn't even go anywhere. I don't feel like that's where we need to go. I feel like we're back to he wasn't in the coffin, so we have to figure out what is. Do you think someone else was buried?
Not something I know about.
What do you think the
I'm
decoy
guessing
was?
he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Maybe ask, do you think Dekker was cremated? Do you think he was it's because the word Dekker, I think, is pulling something else. I want to be cremated. No, I want to know. Do you think someone scattered his ashes to the wind?
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor.
What?
I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
How often does that come up? What did that even do? Oh. That cleared that up, but I feel like that got us nowhere. Man, I don't know. I don't want to take a hint on this. The only thing I have to work with, and I don't think it's... Are you acting out of control? And unless there's something else to go along with it.
I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
What was the fairground one? Maybe he gives
That was just an
examples?
example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
I mean, I'm just like throwing random things out. I would fly up. No, why would I do that with an extra hour? That'd be dumb. I don't think you really need an extra hour to fly a plane. I mean, you'd steal one, but then we're back to the stealing thing, which you've already covered. I don't know. I'm so... maybe... How do I ask this? Do you think he's really dead?
I have no idea what you want me to say.
Do you think he came back to life?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Nope.
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor. I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
How many decoy coffins have you I mean, there's nothing to go along with it, but no. The only thing I have left is what would we do with that extra hour? All right, what do you think? So, select from the drop down. Maybe we'll do one hint per conversation. Otherwise, we're gonna be at this for a long time. I have no idea. Can you see something behind me? You seem preoccupied. What? Why would I even think? Do I have to like? I don't remember having to pay attention to them like looking behind me. Hold on.
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
That was it? That was... maybe... You seem preoccupied? No, that was it. Okay. Alright.
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor. I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
Alright, he like looked away from the camera for a second there.
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else. Or cremated. Somebody, somewhere, didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
No, see, there he's looking at me the whole time. How would I have known to ask that? I'm genuinely curious, like what the hint was.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Yeah, it seems like he's always looking at me.
I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own.
No, I don't want to. We already did our hint. All right, we made it through. I'm just kind of curious how you were supposed to kind of catch that. Especially since he doesn't really seem to do it in every every response. All right, it's good. I guess it's good to know for like going forward. So that's where we're gonna end it. Sorry, we only made it through like one person, but man, that ran really long. Hope you guys are still enjoying this. I'm having a great time. I still have no idea who it could possibly be at this point, which I guess is to be expected. So maybe at the end of this chapter, I'll have everyone in the comments leave me who they think is the killer. That's what we'll do. But we'll get through all the chapters first before we get to that. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.